Imagine a mega cartel made up of Europe's most powerful drug lords who together control an amazing one-third of the cocaine market in Europe. It seemed like these men owned the world while they were living a luxurious life in Dubai. But the situation changed when Kinahan cartel's partner Raffaele Imperiale got caught and had his island seized as well. How did this happen? And what exactly is their story? The mega cartel that we just talked about is now in a lot of trouble, and some of its members probably wish they hadn't joined the cartel in the first place. The fact that one of them is going to be a snitch makes things even worse for them. Raffaele Imperiale, a criminal from Italy, was born on October 24, 1974, and is a key member of the feared Camorra gang across Italy. Imperiale has been on the run since he was caught trafficking drugs, and his name is at the top of the most wanted lists in Italy and the rest of the European Union. He knew that his time as a free man was short, but his arrest came faster than he thought, leaving him speechless. How did Imperiale become so well known in the drug world? In the mid-1990s, he started his journey in Amsterdam, where he opened a coffee and sandwich shop called Rockland. This was supposed to be a legal front for his illegal actions. The Dutch Chamber of Commerce still has records for his shop. His Amsterdam home, a simple flat, was very different from the luxurious life he led. In honor of his Italian heritage, he also opened a successful Italian restaurant in Amsterdam. The food there quickly became famous for being so good. It got a 9 out of 10 grade from the best food critics in 2002. Imperiale was busy making illegal deals in Amsterdam while running these legal businesses. He used his coffee shop as a hub for these deals. These ties helped him to get to the top of the cocaine and ecstasy trade. He lived in the Netherlands for a while, then went to Spain, and finally settled down in Dubai, where he lived a very nice life. In 2016, Italian police made a big discovery when they found 2 stolen Van Gogh paintings in a simple house near Naples. This led them back to Imperiale. After this finding, his affairs were looked into in great detail. Imperiale did something unexpected when he felt the noose tightening around his neck. He sent a 6-page letter to the police, admitting to major drug-dealing crimes, and offering to give up a lot of money and property to help the community and fight crime. This unprecedented action by a well-known criminal, who seemed to be trying to get his sentence shortened, brought up interesting questions about his reasons for doing so, and how he made this choice. Even though he admitted it, Imperiale had no plans to give up or stop running his drug business. He stepped up his plans by joining forces with the best drug cartels in Europe to form a super cartel that controlled a third of the cocaine trade in Europe. High-level drug lords usually work against each other, but this union made it so that they had almost complete control over the Peruvian cocaine. Based on the DEA, this group is one of the top 50 drug gangs in the world. Daniel Kinahan from Ireland, Radouin Taghi from the Netherlands, and Edin G, who was also raised in the Netherlands, were members of that group. They lived a lavish life in Dubai, with Imperiale allegedly spending over 400,000 euros a month. The police paid more attention to them because of their flashy lifestyle. Imperiale even went to Kinahan's wedding at Dubai's Burj Al Arab, something that strengthened their ties and confirmed suspicions. Raffaele Imperiale's influence and wealth in the underworld were not just limited to his operations in Amsterdam and Europe. His power extended to extravagant possessions, including the ownership of a private island off the coast of Dubai. This island, a symbol of his immense wealth and a retreat for his luxurious lifestyle, was in stark contrast to the low-profile existence he once maintained in Amsterdam. Imperiale's lavish spending in Dubai, estimated at around 400,000 euros per month, wasn't just limited to his opulent residence in the Burj Al Arab Hotel, but it was also reflected in the upkeep of this exclusive island. The island represented more than just a luxury asset. It was a stronghold for Imperiale in the heart of a city known for its opulence and grandeur. However, this island and Imperiale's luxurious life in Dubai came under scrutiny when the authorities intensified their efforts to clamp down on international criminal syndicates. The island, once a symbol of the untouchable status of a drug lord like Imperiale, eventually became part of the evidence against him, marking the downfall of his empire. Meanwhile, government agents broke into one of the largest encrypted chat sites. They got tens of thousands of texts, some of which came from members of the super cartel. In the texts they sent each other, they talked about how much cocaine cost and how to set up shipments. When Raffaele Imperiale was caught in Dubai on August 4, 2021, after being on the run for a few years, it all came to a stop. The new name for him was Antonio Rocco. Dubai was seen as a safe place for many thieves to live because they didn't send prisoners to other countries and didn't do much to look into criminal activity. This made crooks think they couldn't be caught. But Dubai has been trying to change the idea that it is a safe place for thieves for a few years now. The cops in Dubai work hard to catch criminals and send them back to their home countries. Some of the worst thieves in the world thought they were safe in Dubai, but they were recently caught there. One of those thieves was Taghi, who was also a part of the super cartel. Imperiale was caught in his own room at the Burj Al Arab Hotel, where he lived like a king and enjoyed all the finer things in life. In his room, police found a lot of cash, jewelry, several passports, and some very expensive and important paintings. He was locked up in Dubai for 5 months, before being sent back to Italy on March 25, 2022. What a journey it's been for Raffaele Imperiale, though. He went from being a business partner in one of the world's biggest drug cartels to being a crown witness who will be speaking in court against his former partners. No one would have thought that Mr. Imperiale would be called as a government witness. Soon after being sent from Dubai to Italy, he made a deal with Italian authorities, almost right away. It's not clear what the deal was, but Italy has very strict rules against the mafia. Members with any kind of crime ties are put in very harsh jail conditions and have to follow strict rules while being locked up alone. Imperiale probably didn't like that point of view and has chosen to talk about it. There were probably talks about better living arrangements and a shorter sentence, but we will probably never know for sure. Because of Taghi, Imperiale's words can be very helpful for the court systems in both Italy and the Netherlands. The Department of Justice is very interested in what Imperiale has to say because they can use it as proof against Taghi. A lot of Taghi's old friends and co-workers are also nervous because they don't know what he might say about them. He has already given 4 comments to the judges so far. What he meant by those 4 comments is still not clear, but everyone knows he is talking, and that no one is safe right now. Will Imperiale also bring down all of his old business partners, or will he be smart and spare them, tell the judge as little as possible, and still get a lighter sentence? For similar content, don't forget to check out some of the other videos that appear on your screen.